I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about when you're trying to make a backing and matching patterns here. And one of the things that, is really helpful is measuring the repeat on this. So that's kind of what I did on this one. I used this little flower here and tried to measure because I cut this lengthwise. So as you can see, I have a selvage over here and a selvage over here. So I knew I had 2 inches to this flower. So I made sure that I had the same kind of repeat on the other side. And then I cut it appropriately. So it's not going to be quite even because the repeat wasn't complete based upon this. So what you do then, after you figure out your repeat and cut it appropriately, if you're doing it lengthwise, if you're using a whole sheet, you don't have to go through that exercise. But you do take one of your cut edges here and you fold it under, and then you try and match that design up. As you can see, it matches up pretty well here, and you might have to jiggle your fabrics a little to get it to match a little bit better. You may have to move it up a little and kind of help it out. Now I'm going to attempt to move this over so the whole thing fits on my little ironing board here, which is what I'm using at the moment. Now, when I go to do this, one of the things I'm going to do is use some Elmer's glue here, and this is the washable kind. So it works out pretty well to at least make sure that my seams will stay there. And I'm going to fuse these together with my hot iron. And then once I do that, then I can take it over and stitch it. But this will make sure that nothing moves in the meantime. And the beauty of this is it is washable, so it'll come out if you, end up getting a little extra somewhere. And then you just kind of try and ease it into place here as best you can, matching up those flowers or whatever your pattern you're trying to match here. And you try and match them up as best you can so that it looks consistent. And you might have to wiggle it up a little bit. And once you have it matching pretty closely here, excuse the jiggle, thanks to Rigby, then you're just going to take and heat that glue up to help it dry a little faster. And you notice I was really careful not to put it too close to the edge so it won't eke out and ooze all over my iron. But then we're going to just fuse this down like so, because that's essentially what you're doing. You're fusing it down. All right. That should be, yep, that's dry. So now what I'll do is I'll take this and I'm going to move it away from the hot iron here to show you. I'll flip this piece over. And what you'll see when I flip this over, you see it glued it down nicely here. Now you may have to peel back that top layer because sometimes the glue will eke through here. So just gently pull just the top back to leave that little bit here, because I was generous with my glue. I would rather it stick well. Here we go, a little more. There we go. And if you want, you can just kind of add another little gentle press here, but don't press out your crease. And the reason I say don't press out your crease is that's what you're going to sew on. That becomes your sewing line. So now what I'm going to do is this little crease that you see right here is what I'm going to sew on, and then I'll trim up my edges to make sure that this is a solid piece. And we'll go from there. But my share for the day.